from the coolest place I could find. It's Mike McGuire back in my basement and back with another edition of Mike on a Monday. Now, I'm not saying my basement is the coolest place on earth. It's just literally the coolest place I could find. It's like 600 degrees outside. Not gonna lie, the beard is really annoying. Yeah, I know. Who grows a beard in the summer? This week's episode, a little bit shorter. The reason why, honestly, I'm spending a lot of my extra time right now getting prepared for an operation. For those of you that have been following faithfully, you might remember episode number 50, where I first told you everything about what happened in San Diego and my heart went all kind of skitsy and basically took me out of the game. But the good news is they can fix it, and that's what they're doing. So, this Friday, I'll be getting probed and ablated and whatever it is. It's really gross. I don't want to give you all the details right now. That means next week no episode, but the week after I cannot wait to come back because I'll have a chat with someone who's become a really good friend of mine. That is Lindsay L. Up and coming artist. She's from Calgary. She's turning a lot of heads in Nashville and across Canada, and she'll be right here on Mike on a Monday when we get back. That's then. This is now. You know what really bugs me is when you get into a TV show and all of a sudden something happens and they cancel it or it just ends. Lois and Clark did it. That new Terminator series a couple years ago, they did it. Three's Company did it. I'm sorry, Three's a crowd, not a proper substitution. Well, to be honest, friends, I have been guilty of the same thing until today. Ladies and gentlemen, for your enjoyment, it's the final episode of By the Fireplace with Chad Brownlee.
And now it's time for By the Fireplace with Chad Brownlee.
I think so, right now.
Just a small town girl, hey, living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. Train going anywhere.
This has been By the Fireplace with Chad Brownlee.
So what can you really tell us about Chad Brownlee?
Well, he looks really good in men's clothing, and I want to tell you that. I mean, I really seriously mean it. You know, I mean, he's a handsome individual, and I don't mean Turkish prison handsome. I mean, looks really good, and and he sings great. I love the songs, and I'll come whenever he calls. I will.